He's baby Jesus.
Danny!
Akira was born in the manger.
Away in a manger, no crib for his head, the little Akira kicks some ass.
He spray painted kids and then he felt bad about it.
Little delinquent.
Alright, in case you can't tell, Akira is shaking his fist towards God and saying that it's fun.
I was gonna say, he's here for fun, and so are the Retro Pals.
But second of all, yeah, they made a Game Gear version of the Virtua Fighter CG Portrait series, as previously seen on the Sega Saturn. And just like those games, I guess you can call them, it's a series of CG portraits, and the difference is in this one you can actually interact with them. So all the weird stuff you saw was me pushing buttons. I like the one where the RC car ran into the tree and all those worms came down.
That was great. Kind of weird. Also, then that neck is too small.
A little bit.
But he's okay.
Can barely support his giant head. Anyway, I'm gonna let this play through to the end, but it's Friday. Welcome to Mascot Friday, where we rank the mascots, not the Virtua Fighters. This is just a fun little introduction to our thing. Oh, look at that little Sonic plant back there.
Aww.
So we're taking a look at the Sega Game Gear making its stream debut after being featured in our Garfield stream briefly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's happening here.
Oh my.
This is probably illegal.
Anyways, yeah, we're killed. The Twitch cops are coming here.
Wolf is playing the part of the Twitch cops. Man, it really goes on. Oh, rest in peace. Akira's blasting off again. Anyway, this is the show where we play platformers, and we rank them on our big master list of games that we have played. This is professional, scientific, and 100% accurate. I'm sorry, Akira.
He saw where you placed Yoshi's Island, and he's crying.
Yeah, he's just shaking his fists. Thought I'd kick things off with a nice little Game Gear curiosity here. Yeah, in addition to being released on CDs, they also released 2 cartridges. One of them's Akira, and the other is Pi. I guess next time we do Game Gear, we'll play Pi, but man, that was pretty good. I enjoyed that.
I did too. That was pretty wild.
Alright, so what are we playing tonight? We are playing up to 5 games, let's say, depending on how things shake out here. We're going to do Coca-Cola Kid, Tempo Jr.,
Ooh.
The Lucky Dime Caper starring Donald Duck, Psychic World, and Tails Adventure.
Oh.
So we got quite a show coming up here, so we better get the hell started.
Alright, what's first, honey?
First up would be Coca-Cola Kid. Oh, first, since I'm here, let me go ahead and do some timing.
Before you do that, I want to thank Magmaram for their resub. They've been subbing to us for 11 months in a row. Thank you so much.
Nice, thank you.
And speaking of subs, if you are interested to subbing to us, now is the perfect time because we do have a sub goal, don't we, Danny?
Yep. We're looking for 50 subs. If we can get that by, let's say, the end of the month, we're going to play this thing. All the character stories. True ending. Supersonic defeating chaos, saving the world. After it was drowned in water. You know, it's a big story. You'll see. It's a great game, and I want to play it.
Me too.
And as I mentioned on Wednesday, once we play that, that'll kick off, officially, 3D Mascot Fridays. So we are going to start ranking 3D mascot platformers.
Pretty excited.
Up, down, up, down, down, up. Yeah, close enough. Hey, you ever seen Cool Spot in Europe?
No, what's it like?
This is a little off topic, but
okay,
that's worth seeing.
Oh, thank you for the sub, Mojibaka.
Oh, nice, thank you. Man, we're getting pretty close here.
Oh, crap, we're gonna have to play...
Oh, we're gonna have to play Sonic Adventure.
You just owned yourself, honey. Oh, no, I did too!
Mm-hmm. You play the Big the Cat levels.
Oh, hi, wow. We are now the divorced pals.
So in Europe, 7-Up does not exist, or they're trying to disavow its existence. So he is just an unnamed soda mascot.
He is just Spot.
What is... Oh, the 7-Up item has been replaced with a purse? Is that what that is?
I can't tell.
Anyway, yeah, 7-Up does not exist in this game. He is merely a likable mascot, maybe for a soda that may or may not exist. we're not playing Game Gear Cool Spot today. No. We're gonna play a competing cola. Coca-Cola Kid. Alex, this is you.
Oh, great. Am I really the Coca-Cola Kid?
Oh, yeah. Okay, 7-Up is distributed by a different company in Europe who probably didn't want to play ball with their game they made. This game, meanwhile...
Okay. Who's this guy?
Well, he just said foo 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 foo. And he ripped off all of his clothes and became that guy.
That guy needs to stop that. Okay. Oh no!
Okay, this is the Coca-Cola Kid. His name is Cokie.
Is
Not
he,
the name I would have picked.
Is he a day trader from the 80s?
Look, he just loves Coke.
He just... Wow, this looks good.
Mm-hmm. So this game, believe it or not, is first-party Sega published, second-party developed. It was developed by a company called Aspect, who did a bunch of the Game Gear Sonic games, actually. They did Sonic 2, Sonic Chaos, a couple others.
This looks good.
This is also not the only Aspect game we're going to be playing tonight.
Okay.
You can duck, you can run and jump, you can climb, too.
That guy just punched me the wrong way. I'm not a fan of that.
Magma Ram tells us that a drink called White Coke actually existed at one time. Is that a competitor to Crystal Pepsi? Oh, you got an attack button.
Oh, I do. You're right. But he's a boxer. I can't defeat him.
You're fine. You got Coca-Cola on your side.
That's true. They are a very large corporation.
Oh my god. Yeah, the opponent. This brings up an obvious point of contention. Coca-Cola Kid versus Pepsi Man.
Oh, shit.
I think Pepsi Man would win because he is a grown man and the Coca-Cola Kid is like 8 years old or something.
Yeah, like...
Also, you can kick over those things. Just break everything in your path.
Like, really?
Yeah.
What the hell? I shouldn't have been able to do... Stop that! Okay, that just seems... Listen, this mascot platformer seems a little illogical.
Well, this is empowering kids, you see.
Okay, you're right.
Telling them if you drink enough Coke, you too can beat up Muay Thai boxers.
Every child's dream.
Mm-hmm. I want to compete in Bloodsport. Yeah, I don't know where that comes from. This is not really... It's not based on an anime or a manga or anything. This seems to be just a Sega creation designed to promote Coke. Though...
Well, I'm glad someone's spreading the good news about Coca-Cola drinks.
Oh, skateboard.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, jump on. Of course he skateboards. He's just that cool.
I already broke
Slammed
it!
into a wall.
Story of my life. Hey, don't do that.
So yeah, you can see a little bit of Sonic Game Gear in this game, considering that Aspect developed a whole bunch of those games. This plays similarly. It might be either the same engine or some of the same code. It just feels a lot like a Sonic game. You got some good momentum, you can climb on stuff. I think you can even bounce off of walls like Batman on NES. So despite this game being based on a soft drink, it's good. And there he is, drinking that Coke.
Ah. Cocaine. Okay, you cannot drink Coca-Cola and chew bubblegum at the same time. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Stick with one.
This kid's teeth are fucked.
Or pay the money and get that Bubblicious license.
Exactly!
Uzi, yeah, these sprites are really good, especially the main character. He's really well animated. And these levels, they have a lot of different tiers to them. It feels like there's multiple paths through them, like in Sonic.
Okay, I was wondering if...
Yeah, Arnold, remember, the only downside is the Game Gear never got Marlboro Go. Unlike the Atari Lynx, which is clearly superior.
Okay, so I can skill the wall.
Yeah, you can jump off it.
Okay.
Like you're Batman.
I am Batman. Power of Coca-Cola soft drinks.
The power power of Coca-Cola compels you. Maybe. Now, if I had to theorize, I think this game was made possibly with the intent of grabbing a license, but not really knowing what the license is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they just made some kind of generic character action game, knowing they could tie it into something, and that something happened to be Coke. Thus kicking off the franchise wars of the early 90s. You got Pepsi Man versus Coca-Cola Kid versus Cool Spot versus Fido Dido, rest in peace.
Versus the Snapple Lady.
Versus the Snapple Lady. Oh man, her 32X game was pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
One of many unreleased 32X games, alongside Virtua Hamster. Lucky Strike Child for 32X. No, this is really, it's not really unfeasible. Had some pretty weird license games back then.
I'm so sorry, but all I can think of now is the phrase Dr. Pepper Dojin.
Gotta go to Comic Cat, get those Dr. Pepper Dojins. Before they shut them down like they did the Dublin plant. Well, alright, a small child just took down a very muscly man with fireballs. He could throw fireballs and still no match for the Coca-Cola Kid.
Oh, so I can't get shit. Cool. Can't even get the...
You can get a Coke disc.
It's just a bunch of Coke on the ashtray. Let's go.
That's disgusting.
Oh, I didn't mean like, you know, I meant Coke, but okay.
Right, Taizohori points out that Coca-Cola Kid was actually on Coke cans in Japan.
Oh.
Yeah, there he is. Oh, he's looking a lot more anime than he does in this game.
He's so anime. And look, there's his enemy that we just kicked, whose ass I just kicked. Okay, that farmer just Sonic on me. Oh, see? Are you seeing these? It looks like John Boy from Garfield.
Are you kicking out? Are you beating up farmers? I just looked away for a second, and all of a sudden you're outside the city.
Well, yeah.
Beating up on these innocent farmers. Look at that guy. He just wanted to till the field.
He just wanted to tamp down the soft earth. Who am I to deny him?
San-kun, you didn't miss anything. This is the first game.
Yeah.
We're debating the merits of Coca-Cola Kid versus Pepsi Man versus Fido Dido versus Cool Spot versus
The Snapple Lady.
The Snapple Lady versus the... I don't know, I'm trying to think of some animal to link to
Did you see that farmer?
Yeah, that was weird.
It looks like John Boy, too, from Garfield in front. See?
A little bit.
See? Okay, don't kill me. No.
Next we gotta play the adventures of the LaCroix lemur. He's all like, my soda doesn't taste like anything.
My soda just has a hint of flavor.
Alright, we got Canada Dry Ginger Ale Gorilla. Colonel Sanders was in Dynamite Ducks, that is true, but that's not a chicken licensed game. It's just a coincidence. The sexy French Fanta Anthros, of course. Shout out to them.
What about the Orangina, deer? Those horny Orangina deer.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm thinking now that colas are becoming more sexualized, they're due to come back to video games. I think that could make some really good content right there. It's content with a capital C. Yeah, you did good.
Hey!
Oh, you won the Coca-Cola race. I like this game. Isn't it weirdly playable? Like,
yeah.
There's a good momentum to it. It doesn't feel stodgy or anything. The controls are good. The level design is pretty varied. You can ride on a skateboard like a cool guy.
I really like this game. I don't want to give it to you. I'm sorry.
It's weird, isn't it? Especially for a Game Gear game, because I've said it before, but the Game Gear games I've played have not really impressed me all that much. This one does. Oh, I wish someone had hacked this into
No!
a Mario game.
I'm going down the hill.
There's a lot of hills.
No, okay.
Not John Boy.
John Boy, why?
It even looks good.
It does.
These graphics are nice.
Sounds not that bad either.
Oh, I should mention this near the top of the stream. If you want to buy a Game Gear today, make sure you get a recapped one, because all of the Game Gears that were made are currently dead unless they're recapped. Like all those capacitors, they are just designed to die out by now. So either they're already dead or just about to be dead. You can make it. Climb, Coca-Cola kid. Clearly you're not drinking enough Coke.
That's true.
No, John Boys, not John Bois.
Alright, that's game over for me. Let me hand this over. I
Yeah,
like that. I like that.
That was unusually pleasant for a licensed cola mascot game. I guess I'll play some of this too.
Oh yeah, you mean what's this video game?
Uh-huh. Some kind of game. I think this might have a fan translation? Am I wrong?
I don't know, actually.
If there is, I don't have it, but there's a story to this game. To see what Koki's getting up to. Well, it's pretty obvious, but... He's collecting my Coke Rewards points, duh.
Of course. Do they still do those?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, they may have discontinued it. My Coke Rewards members, chime in. Some people gotta collect those, right?
Someone's gotta.
So yeah, you might think of this as a Sonic game where you're just, like, some asshole kid who can kick people. Does that sound appealing? Because that's what this is.
It is kind of, you know.
It kind of is, yeah.
Apparently romhacking.net does not have any.
Rats.
Yeah, just go walk through them. You're invincible right now.
I just like that Coca-Cola kid can break phone booths with one kick. Like, damn. Also gotta mention, it wasn't on this week's poll, but Aspect also developed Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which, in my opinion, the Game Gear Sonic 2 is one of the worst Sonic games. Like, easily. It was one of the few Sonic games that I actually had for Game Gear back when I had a Game Gear, and it's not good. I could never beat the first world because they made the first boss impossible.
There is actually, rescind what we said earlier, there is a fan translation of Coca-Cola Kid, which is part of it.
Oh.
But it is there, it's on romhacking.net too. So, go check that out if you're interested in seeing this in,
Yeah, go see the English Adventures of Koki.
I can't get over that. Koki lives in Manhattan.
Koki has an apartment he shouldn't be able to afford. Also, I'm kind of dreading this, but I think this might be the highlight of the evening, so enjoy this while it lasts.
Also, yeah, we got questioned about why we didn't have Triple Trouble on this. We will play Triple Trouble eventually, but...
I wanted to play the early Sonic games first. I put on Sonic 1, Sonic Blast, which I hear is really weird and bad, and also Tails Adventure, which actually did get a place in the bowl, so we'll be playing that later. Tails Adventure, also developed by Aspect, so you can expect some actual quality to it. Look how badass
Yeah,
I am.
Koki is all hanging out with Elon Musk, totally.
Yeah. Koki is very passionate about why billionaire is a slur.
Oh yeah, I should add that to the banned word list.
Yeah, don't call anyone a billionaire.
How dare you?
That's a grave insult. Look at this jump kick he does, like, damn. This kid can take care of himself.
Yeah, I like how it actually pushes you away, because it actually makes the fight a little bit easier.
Yeah.
It has
You don't take damage with just by touching enemies.
Yeah, this game has a lot of little concessions that I find really interesting. Like when I was going after the Muay Thai guys, they ended up just giving me... They wouldn't hit me all the time. Sometimes if I came at them in a certain way, they just pushed me away.
Yeah. This is a pretty lenient game. You can tell that it's for kids. Plus it's got a sense of constant momentum. It doesn't really bog you down. All the enemies you fight only take one hit, which is nice. It's just a Sonic-like, but not really a Sonic clone of a game. It does its own thing.
So Lab's talking about the ending to Coca-Cola Kid.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna watch it. Let me turn down my sound so I don't... so I'm looking at the end.
Oh, I remember what the end is now.
Yeah.
You're gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, I didn't believe it, and I want to see it.
Coca-Cola Kid's dreams come true in that ending.
That's disgusting. No one should... Oh! Oh, God, Cokie! Cokie, no! Cokie, no! Jesus!
Yeah. Good old Cokie.
Cokie, you bastard! Well... We're not getting to that ending.
Some Coca-Cola Kid characters have the big bap.
Oh, he literally can't breathe! Holy...
Yeah.
He's gonna fucking die! He's gonna fucking die! I'm sorry.
So this game has everything.
Okay, so let's go.
It's fun to play. It's got a hilarious ending. Good graphics. And you can take it with you. And it's not on that shitty Game Boy that's for kids. It doesn't even have color.
And in the end, Cokie dies.
Yeah. Dies as he lived. Yeah, if you go through just using the jump kick, you can really blaze through these levels. And see, this is what I think a portable Sonic-like platformer should be. It should be a little simplified. It should be a little easier to suit the platform. This just really strikes me as a portable-friendly platformer, if that makes any sense. Real quick levels, just pick up and play gameplay. Only thing it really needs is a password. I don't think there is one. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy is the worst. That guy is the worst.
He looks cool, but...
We got another sub. Thank you to Speedy Break for the sub. We are at 45. Oh,
nice, thank you so much. I thought this would take a whole month. I thought I'd have a month to practice up Big the Cat. That's awesome, though.
Raku mentioned this can be re-released as a store brand Cola Kid.
Yeah, the RC Kid. All the cutscenes are just like, I believe in nothing. That's the RC way.
To believe in nothing?
Yeah.
So, no. So it's like, is this like some dark enlightenment cola? Is this...
I don't know, it just feels like the generic cola, so he doesn't have any beliefs, you know?
So he's like the nihilist cola?
Mm-hmm. RC Cola Kid, embrace nothingness. That's his big catchphrase. Oh, did you see that?
Yes!
Do we have to play the other games? This is
Yes.
honestly might be the best we get.
I know, it is, but it's only fair
I'm
to
legit
play
enjoying
it.
this. It's actually kind of... It'll be a bit of trouble trying to compare this to the big console platformers, because it definitely feels pared back compared to the big boys, the Sonics, the Marios. But sometimes you don't want one of the big boys. You want the Coca-Cola Kid.
You want the Coca-Cola boys?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll play one more level of this and then we'll move on.
Alright.
Let's fight the Central Park boss. It's that guy again.
Danny mentioned LaCroix having the LaCroix lemur, but I think that LaCroix's...
Do they actually have a mascot?
No, I'm trying to... I'm sorry. I don't talk a lot about politics, but LaCroix's mascot is 100% some sort of socialist.
The socialist LaCroix platypus or something.
No, platypus. Possum! Oh god, it's always possums.
Yeah, take that guy. Man, this is fun. I'm still not hitting a brick wall in terms of difficulty either. It's just nice to play. Oh, I gotta get that Coke disc.
Dr. Jordo, the Dr. Thunder mascot platformer for Ouya should be coming out next year.
It's coming any day now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look! It's a frisbee!
Oh!
This changes everything. Oh, I'm dead. Is that some Coca-Cola graffiti? And did I lose my Coke disc? I sure did.
You did! No! That was an entire disc of Coke, Danny.
Coca-Cola Kid never learns from his mistakes. Alright, there you go. Coca-Cola Kid, for your consideration. Maybe one of the best portable platformers? I think so.
It was really good. It was definitely one of the better games I've played on the Game Gear, actually.
So let's compare that to our next game, Tempo Jr.
Ooh.
Now, we have high hopes for Tempo. Super Tempo for the Sega Saturn rated really high on our list. It made a pretty early mark on Mascot Friday. So, of course, our expectations are pretty high here. I think we also played the 32X one, but we didn't rank it for Mascot Friday. Also, take note this is a Sega Club game, which means this is for children.
Oh, good. So then it'll be extra funny when I'm bad at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, this game is for little bitty children, just tiny babies.
So this game looks great. I just want to say that already. I haven't started, but it looks...
It looks pretty good. Yeah, it really nails the presentation of the 32X one. I want to say this one came, and the 32X one came out at the same time, and this one is pretty much... It uses a lot of the graphics from the 32X game. But as far as I know, all the level designs are different and unique. You can think of it as a demake, I guess. Last Cassidy, yes, Captain Novolin is a mascot, and we have ranked him on our list.
Yes, we have.
He did not do very well.
He is pretty...
He actually is a mascot. He's a mascot for Novolin, which is a brand of diabetes thing. Insulin, as they call it. A diabetes thing.
A diabetes thing, Danny.
And yeah, Tempo really survives the trip to the Game Gear pretty well, at least graphically. He looks nice, got a lot of frames of animation. Even the enemy characters are there, though they've been downsampled a lot. They're a lot smaller. And there's these weird parts where you get sad and you have to look for a flower. Otherwise the sadness overcomes you. There it is. Shoot a thing at it. There you go.
Someone be like, dude, stop looking at Twitter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, how would you compare this to Coca-Cola Kid, though?
Slow. This game is very, very slow.
Tempo is a very slow little guy. Even compared to the 32X game, which was already a little bit slow, this is even more so. And keep in mind, this is before Tempo was radically reinvented for the Sega Saturn, because Super Tempo was really weird compared to the first two games. Now the weird thing is, Aspect didn't work on this. This is by another Sega second party called Sims. Aspect actually did some work on Super Tempo, though. So that series is just intertwined between a whole bunch of different developers, including Sega themselves and Red, who developed Bonk. Is that a death? No, it's not. Okay.
Yeah, it just spit me back out and was like, no, don't go that way.
It's being nice, because you're a little kid.
I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're fine. Can you kick off the walls?
No.
No, I guess not. Yeah, 81 Rambler, I agree. They should have done more with Tempo.
I love Tempo.
I get the feeling that Super Tempo didn't do too well, because that feels like them going all out on Tempo as a character. And then that didn't work out, so they just kind of gave up. Real shame.
Bring back Tempo. Should I be going that way? I don't know where I'm supposed to be going.
The world is your oyster, Tempo.
Okay, maybe... I can't go up there, so yeah, okay. Alright, Tempo.
Oh my god, Cass, the doctors in Captain Novolin have names. Do they have lore, backstories? I bet they do.
Do they?
What about the lady who tells you to check your feet?
She's my favorite.
Yeah. Don't forget to check your feet. Oh, a Tempo GBA game would have been so good. I think you came from here.
I did. There's nothing this way. It's like a dead end.
What about just go down and to the right? Is there
Okay.
a wall there or something?
I think so. Well, we'll see.
Tempo's Slowpoke Adventure. Not to say it's bad, it's just, you know.
There is a wall this way, yeah.
How about to the right then? Just keep going over there, yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a...
It's fine, just damage boost through it.
Oh, there it
There you
was.
go.
It wasn't there earlier. Okay. I guess I had to pick up the final note.
Oh right, you did go to some niche that had a note in it, so...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
you gotta find the key before you can get to the exit.
Okay, that's fair enough. So, it's a good-looking game. It looks great. Plays pretty good. Really a lot slower than I'm expecting from, like,
Yeah.
whatever. But for a Game Gear game, this is fantastic.
Yeah, Barney, this does seem pretty mazy to me, which I typically don't really like in these kind of platformers.
Yeah, this is definitely very mazy. Oh, same.
It's also weird that Tempo just gets depressed at some point in levels. Oh, there's that key you need.
Yeah, it's like-
Well, you better not be depressed anymore.
I'll work on it.
There you go. Just flip a switch. It's like nothing happened.
That's just how you do it!
Mhm.
Alright. Okay.
Yes, Dominic White. Alex is saying this is pretty low tempo. Oh, that's just nothing. Okay. Also gotta say the music doesn't really work for this game. This is actually a conversion of one of the 32X tracks, and it sounds really good on 32X because it uses a whole bunch of different instruments, but when you try and convert it to the Game Gear's bleepy bloopy sound chip, it kind of sounds like random noise. Oh, I see, you automatically kick him after you stun him. So, a good try, and I think it's admirable that they made a platformer specifically for kids. Because Coca-Cola Kid, as intuitive as it was still a little much for the youngsters. And hey, maybe you don't want to expose your kids to, like, corporate crassness that young of an age.
Yeah, wait till at least until they're like 12 or 13
Yeah.
before you give them the branded games.
You need Tempo, the anti-corporate hero.
Alright, I'm lost. I'm okay.
There was a key somewhere.
Yeah,
There it is.
oh,
Okay.
Cool.
Now you gotta find that exit.
Hey,
there's a
there it
cat.
was. Okay.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna give you the next level.
Okay.
There you go.
You had enough.
Oh shit, it's the boss.
Oh, crap.
Sorry.
I got this guy.
Okay.
I'll take care of him. And I know the bosses can't live up to the 32X one, because in that one, all the bosses used weird hardware tricks. They were like really huge, they would scale and rotate.
Oh yes, Eliguro. Doc Future's Super Tempo Tri-Rush Deppy playthrough is really, really good.
Yes, it's excellent. If you want to see that, look up on YouTube the user Beefstacka.
Yes.
That is a channel devoted entirely to that dual Let's Play, and it's amazing.
It's really good. It's one of my favorite Let's Plays out of just weird esotericness.
This guy gonna... There's also a lot of slowdown here. This is taking forever.
Oh, yeah, we also didn't put, you're right, Cass, we did not put Tasmania and its terrible, terrible soundtrack on the list this time.
No.
But...
Oh, man. Tasmania Game Gear has... I don't even know if you can describe it as a soundtrack.
Yeah, Last Cassidy describes it as a random noise generator.
Yeah, yeah. I think that was another case of them just doing a bad port over from Genesis. Because Genesis Tasmania had like a traditional scored music track, if that makes any sense. They were trying to emulate the cartoons. And you try and bring that to the Game Gear, again, just sounds like random bleeps and bloops.
Mm-hmm.
That may be the most unfortunate thing about the Game Gear, basically having the same sound capabilities as the Master System.
But without the FM chip.
Yeah, without the FM chip. Not good. Alright, how many hits? Wait, really? I just saw that it has a life bar over there.
Yeah. This seems really frustrating.
Alright, he doesn't take damage while he's doing that. Yeah, it looks like you can only damage him after he comes out of it. And let's see how much that takes off of his health bar.
You gotta wait in a corner for him. There you go.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, just stand in a corner and wait.
Okay.
I think that would be fastest.
Bop.
See? And then he's gonna go that way. And then he's gonna come back.
Bop. This is what they call a hop and bop.
Unskinny Bob.
Bop.
I'm checking chat because I'm awful. Info about the sound chip from Electric Boogaloo. It's a Texas Instruments SN76489, and it has only 3 square wave channels and 1 noise channel. That is shit.
Yeah, not much.
Hey!
Wasn't great for 1986. Not really great for the Game Gear in the mid-90s. There's his friend, Katie.
Everyone's talking about what kind of music Tempo would like. Tempo would listen more to the Rippertons, okay. Let's see. Sankun says, Tempo listens to chill study beats.
Mm-hmm.
Scarlet Swordfish says, Tempo listens to FM synth funk. And, Blab says, Tempo's entire thing, everyone is nuts, because Tempo's entire thing is Fly Girl style hip-hop dance beats, and that's also true.
It's into really specific stuff.
Yeah, basically there's a discussion whether or not he's Vaporwave. And,
he is the original Vaporwave character.
Does he prefer VH1 or MTV? We're all hashing it out in the comments here.
Mm-hmm. Hey, someone's got to write his backstory. Alright, it looks like this game ties in with the music theme by putting a game of Simon after each level.
Oh, I hate that.
That could be good, but it was a little bit too slow-paced. Which, you know, matches the rest of the game, I guess. The 32X one, by comparison, had a whole bunch of rhythm-driven minigames, which I liked. Next level is Through the Woodwinds performance.
Okay, I like the colors here.
This is cool. Alright, this level wasn't in the 32X one. Also just realized this is the first time I'm playing a level. That boss fight took fucking forever.
It did!
Feels like I'm playing a different game. So yeah, we should take into consideration this is for kids. At the same time, it's got problems.
It certainly does.
Oh, never mind. Look at this character.
Oh my god.
Changed my mind. 10 out of 10.
This is better than Super Mario World.
Yeah.
Yeah, the opponent. There are a lot of slopes in this game.
Yeah. And yet you never feel like you're going fast. Oh, that's cool. They make different noises depending on which time you step on it. That's bullshit. They should all have different notes.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with my original assessment of Tempo Jr.'s Slowpoke Adventure. He's just taking it easy.
Oh, there's a depression zone up there.
Yeah, let's go to the depression zone.
Let's turn on my phone.
Oh. Hey!
Okay, alright.
Oh, there's the key.
Go. Oh, it's another slope you have to go over. We have not ranked Freedom Planet yet, no. But I know that's
on the list. We gotta do it. It's like Sonic 2 if it was a webcomic. That's my capsule review so far. I think it was originally a webcomic, come to think of it, wasn't it? Or am I thinking of something else?
Was it? I do not know, actually.
Little I played of it, it sure felt like it.
Mm-hmm. I don't even mean that in a negative, like...
No, it had that vibe. You'll see if you play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fine. You did okay, Tempo. But I expect more. I expect great. I expect the weird shit in Super Tempo.
Apparently, Freedom Planet actually did start as a Sonic fan game, and they just put an original IP on after.
That makes sense.
That's actually...
That makes a whole lot of sense.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Alright, I've played enough of this. That's Super Tempo. He's cool, but you should play him on 32X or Sega Saturn.
Agreed.
Alright, next. Let's do the Lucky Dime Caper. Starring Donald Duck. Here you go.
Alright, Donald, don't fail me now. Give me
you can
something
center
good.
that more.
Oh, I need to center that. That's disgusting.
Uncle Scrooge.
Wow, Uncle Scrooge! Real
Gave him
fucking
one dime
generous!
He's gonna tell that old story about his lucky dime
My lucky dime!
and how it was great that he earned his first dime. He's all like, "Look here, snowflakes. I had to chisel mud off of some asshole's shoe, and it was an American dime. I couldn't spend it in Scotland.
It sucked!
Taught me a lesson. That's why I hate everyone." That's actually Scrooge's
That
origin.
actually is. They even kind of keep it for the new DuckTales, too, which Danny and I have been watching through, and new DuckTales is good.
Yeah.
Especially that Mark Beeks character, who's basically a Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos parody. I like him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wouldn't you know it, Magic of Dispel is off to get Scrooge's lucky dime.
Now he's forcing Donald to fix it for him, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Having to fix some rich person's fight.
I like Glomgold in the new one, too.
Oh, I love Glomgold.
He and Scrooge have a really good repartee. That's something you say about cartoon ducks. Lucky Dime Caper, starring Donald Duck. So this is yet another game made by Sims, the makers of Tempo Jr. Actually, no, I'm wrong. This is Sega internal. This is made by Sega AM7, so you might have some pretty good expectations from this.
Okay.
Look at that map of the Earth.
I love the little point I love Mexico being like just a triangle. I guess that's close.
Texas is a perfect acute angle. There you go. You're Donald.
Oh, this plays great!
you got a mallet,
Oh.
and you can kick stuff, I think, and yeah.
Okay. Okay, I can jump on stuff, that's good.
You can work with this.
Alright.
The opponent, the real treasure, is Dream and friends, of course. And dimes.
And dimes. Good jump, Alex. Oh no, that's okay. I'm still alive. Okay, this caper is still capering.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout. We gotta play that. And yeah, the hammer reminds me of that too. That was kind of a weird one.
God,
Kimco, I think?
Yeah, it was Kimco. I had that game as a kid. It's based off the Crazy Castle series, yeah?
No, it was a side-scroller, actually. Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle is a different game.
You're right, you're right, you're right. There we go.
Lab mentioning Donald Duck and Deep Duck Trouble.
Right back in!
Deep Duck Trouble is either the predecessor or sequel to this game. I forget which.
Well, I got stabbed.
Good work, Donald.
To be fair, I'm surprised Donald has not been stabbed before. He seems like a man who would get frequently stabbed. Either on accident or due to his own hubris.
Alright, Video Game King says this version might actually add stuff that's not in the Master System one. Yeah, that's something we should talk about. A lot of these Game Gear games had Master System equivalents, either released by Sega themselves or years afterward in Brazil by a company called Tectoy.
Yeah, I don't have any weapons in the water.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about those Master System ports is some of them have... They give you a much better viewpoint of the gameplay because the resolution's expanded a little bit. I can think of the original Sonic is pretty significantly different. Though a lot of them, it's just still the same level designs and stuff.
Can you give me the baby game again?
Maybe you should quit running Donald's face into everything.
I'm gonna go somewhere else. Go South America.
Okay. Oh, pretty.
Okay, I get this.
Graphically, this game's pretty good.
Oh, this game looks great.
Really, all the games we've seen so far have been pretty nice. Which is a good difference from the one Game Gear game we showed before, the Garfield Game Gear game. That used the approach a lot of GBA games would take in the future, of just taking a full-size sprite and then, like... I don't even know how they do it. It's just a lot of dithering and stuff. They don't redraw it. So it just looks like a shitty sprite downscaled. This also might be the hardest game we played tonight, because it looks like you only get one hit before you die.
Yeah, it is true. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you gotta... Yeah, you can balance on the edge. Does he fall off?
Only if you do that. That was
Okay.
good.
Yeah, that's alright.
Hey, I got an extra thing. Nope.
This also seems to be a lot more action-oriented than the other Sega Disney games for Game Gear. I'm thinking, like, Castle of Illusion, World of Illusion. Those at least had a little bit of puzzliness to them. This is just, like, straight-up action. Oh yeah, Tectoy was the official Sega publisher in Brazil, so yeah, they would have access to these games and be able to release Master System ports of them. And like we mentioned before, Sega was huge in Brazil for a long time.
Also, Donald gets sassy if you wait.
He does. Man,
Love that.
he's not waiting long either.
He's like, God damn it, what the hell?
San-kun, I've actually been rewatching some early AVGNs lately. Don't tell anyone.
Have you?
My recommendation, it's just like Parks and Rec. Start with Season 2. Season 1, he hadn't found his voice yet.
Alright, I'm gonna try the last place to go and see what that's like.
This is like Boston or something.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Boston.
Oh, yeah.
Those famous Boston spiders.
You and your Boston mallet. Electric Boogaloo says, for Castle of Illusion, they actually just put the Master System ROM on a Game Gear cart. Yeah, that works nice. A lot of games they couldn't really do that with, because specifically with text, if you tried playing Master System games on Game Gear, it just wouldn't be readable because it's just too small. So in a lot of cases, they did had to at least reconfigure these games a little bit. That was cool. Yeah, in comparison to the other Sega Disney games I've seen on Game Gear, this one doesn't really pull any punches. There's just always shit swooping at you. This is a game for the hardcore fan. Rambler, does changing Master System games to have a GG file extension really work in emulators?
Oh my god.
That's just how similar they are, I guess. They probably look pretty jacked up, though. I think it's the same hardware, it's just the color palette is different. It's like the Game Gear is not better, it just has a different set of colors, which makes it a little bit of a trouble to port over games. But not too much trouble. It's no Deep Duck trouble.
Well,
I heard you push the button. You should have made that jump.
You really should have. I think it's Danny's turn to play.
Okay.
It's Danny's turn to do a caper.
Let's see how tough this game is. We're going back to Brazil. I do like the Mega Man approach. It's nice that it gives you 3 levels to choose from. Be a little bit of variety in the beginning in case you can't beat any of these levels. Probably a good thing because it seemed pretty tough to me. Yeah, I don't know about this mallet. It's kind of strange. It's only out for a few frames. Plus there's a cat clawing my foot right now.
Oh, she certainly is. Let me move her. She's frisky. She wants to play.
Yeah.
She's... Okay, so Danny plays with Tess after the stream, and he's usually a little late on Mascot Fridays, and it makes her testy.
We always play immediately after I eat, like she starts demanding it. But I've already eaten tonight, and I'm just playing video games instead of playing with her.
And she's mad.
Yeah.
I have to give her pets to distract her. So, but while I pet the cat, let me check chat. Let's see.
What is this? Donald and the Angry Blocks.
No, Cool Coyote, I have not seen the new Three Caballeros animated series that they're not shown in America, but I want to see it. It looks pretty interesting. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if they're shown in Europe or South America or what, but it's not being shown here. What?
These are blue bricks, not brown bricks. Never mind. Alex doesn't know what I'm talking about.
I certainly do not, but I saw chat talking about it.
Only the best deleted Cinemassacre video.
Okay, what's up?
I guess I'm not doing anything interesting in this game. Yeah, there was a famous Mike Matei deleted video where he did a skit with an animated Inspector Gadget, and it was a Minecraft review.
Oh no.
You should really just watch it. I can't do it justice.
Okay, that's fair.
It's a little bit too modern of a conversation for me right there. I shouldn't be talking about modern memes.
I was wrong. It wasn't Europe or South America. It is Asia, where the Three Caballeros cartoon is being shown.
Oh.
So I want to see it. Give me cartoon.
This is... Yeah, Alex isn't just bad at games. This game is pretty tough.
Okay. I feel much more valid now. Thank you.
That's validation for you, Alex. Yeah, your mallet's powerful and it destroys enemies with one hit, but pretty difficult to use, and its usage actually changes depending on whether you're jumping or standing. It takes a little bit to get used to. Uh-oh.
But yeah, let's not get it twisted. I am just bad at video games. It's just
yeah.
that hard video games I'm like triple bad at.
You know, by the time we get to 300 games, you're gonna be good at games.
I am.
That's my goal for this stream.
You know, before we started, I was bad at games, and now I'm just like mildly bad at games.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. Are you starting from the beginning of the level?
No.
Okay.
If I did, I would have quit.
Okay.
This might be my last life, though. Yep. Alright, well, that's Deep Duck Trouble. A game that controls well, looks good, but the design is just kind of brutal for one of these games. I kind of prefer easier platforming when it's on a portable, you know? But we'll discuss that. Next up...
Oh, drinking games. I'm playing Fortnite, and I am so bad at it that the only thing I like to do is go into playground mode and go to the retail area and turn all the retail spaces into mixed-use condos.
Fight the power, Alex.
I will.
This is Psychic World.
Oh.
In an isolated science lab, Dr. Navik does his research on ESP.
Oh.
So I think in Japan this game is called Psycho World because to Japanese people there is no difference between the words psychic and psycho.
Fair enough.
Lucia and Cecile, twin sisters, assist the doctor. That's why games are called like Psycho Soldier.
Psycho Fox.
When they mean to say psychic, yeah. This game's awful anime for getting a US release. I think this actually did come out over here.
Wow. They're not. They should be, right?
Yeah. There's a huge explosion off-screen.
Huh?
It's over there.
We don't have to animate that. Oh shit. Well, maybe you shouldn't have used those creatures for experiment.
Yeah, I bet they're really pissed now.
You'll be glad to know, everyone, the cat has, oh no, poor Cecile. The cat has loafed next to the frame meister and is pawing it ominously.
Yeah, I'm watching you, Tess. Oh, I'm giving an ESP booster. I'm gonna set everyone on fire with my mind.
Yeah, okay, but that looks like a Thigh Master.
Fair enough. Give you extra ESP and thick thighs. Oh, she's looking like Valis now.
Oh my god. Hang in there, sis.
I'll save you. Alright, pretty good intro. Let's see about this game, though. Hertz Company. Are they the manufacturers of the famous Hertz donut?
I was thinking of the car rental.
Oh yeah, Hertz rental car. That's what they are. All right, Alex, show me your psycho power.
All right.
Yeah, it's a thigh master you wear on your head. It's an innovation.
It's a headmaster.
Let me get this cat out of here.
Yeah, she's being sassy. She thinks you're gonna play.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tess. Okay, so first of all, I like the way this looks. Do not like how short my jump is, though. Okay, I can speed it up if I hit down this button. Pretty cool.
So how is it? Did you beat it yet? Huh.
It's interesting.
This is a weird looking one.
It feels very... It feels like a PC game somehow. I can't describe it.
I get the feeling this is an older game than what we've played so far.
Yeah, it's from 1988.
Yeah, okay. Wow, 88?
Or something. It's really old.
Yeah, that's right. The title screen did say 88. Is this an MSX game?
It feels like an MSX game.
This is either an MSX or a PC-88 game. Okay, Electric Boogaloo confirms this is an MSX game originally,
Okay.
with Sims porting over the Game Gear version. Yeah, so this is from the makers of Tempo Jr. But it looks like a faster and better controlling game than that.
It controls pretty okay. It definitely is faster. But that happens. It's very easy to get
Oh, you can get generated? Oh, this is totally
an
an old PC game then. This kind of reminds me of the earlier Falcom games, like, what was the side-scrolling one? Romancia?
I think, yeah.
It's at least superficially like those.
This is so MSX game.
Can you even kill that? Oh, there you go. Dead.
Well, I died. Let's try again.
Oh, right, Kevkey. Yeah, this came out on Sega Master System, and I think that's one of the games that benefits more from being on Master System than Game Gear. Still, it works pretty well here. The small character size, I'd say, actually works in this game's favor, because you can see more ahead of you. That, and I just have a soft spot for games that look like this.
Same.
These old-ass Japanese PC-style games.
I love it too. I'm glad it's not just me. I like this one. Look at how fast I'm going.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm like Sonic. Psychic Sonic. That's gotta be someone's fan character.
Uzi says, this is the game Master System kids will tell you is just as good as Mario. Or Mega Man, rather. Yeah, this is the Mega Man equivalent for the Master System. You're gonna get killed.
Ah.
Try again.
Last time. This is not easy.
Yeah, Video Game King, a Psychic Sonic is technically silver.
I thought of that as soon as I said it. I was like, oh, that's silver.
It's no use. Hey, Xbox 360 ain't retro yet. We can't play it.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Alright, how about this? 50 subs for Sonic Adventure, 100 subs for Sonic 06.
No.
You're right, that sounds like too little. Let's make it 10,000 subs.
Okay. You know what? I would feel guilty about 10,000 people having to watch us play Sonic 06.
Yeah, the worst part would be I'd feel obligated to play it afterwards. Knowing that I'm required to play this horrible, horrible game. Collectively, me and Alex actually managed to play through the Sonic story of Sonic 06 once. And that's as far as we ever got.
Alright, I've got full health this time.
Oh yeah, you got plenty of life now. Just be ready to shoot it while it's shooting at you, and... yeah, there you go. Shoot it until it dies.
It is so easy to get generated, oh my god!
Alright, some people want us to play Sonic 06, some don't. I agree, we shouldn't. I don't know, 06 was 12 years ago? Is that right? That can't be right.
It's right.
How many subs for Sonic Unleashed? Somewhere in between. Let's say 500.
How did I die? Oh!
You did pretty good that time.
This is my last time. This is...
Avery, we have played Sonic R. Have we? Oh, we just did that prototype version. We still need to play the final. Okay, maybe someday then. Sonic R is a Saturn game. I'm just gonna play that no matter what. No subs needed. Now, as for whether I'll beat it, no. The answer is no. Actually playing Sonic R is kind of a pain in the ass. Because you got all these, in addition to beating the computers, you also have to collect all the items around the track as they pop up. And it doesn't count unless you get the item and you get in first place, which is kind of a pain. On the other hand, it does have the greatest soundtrack of all time. That helps a little bit. Electric Boogaloo has beaten Sonic R multiple times. My god. You beat all 4 tracks.
Alright, this bad boy.
It actually is kind of a pain in the ass. There you go. You're getting it. What was that thing you got?
I do not know.
Can you pause? Push left and right. Try up and attack. Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay, I'm guessing you get power-ups eventually.
Because I've been picking up things, so... Hey. Hey.
Yeah, Boogaloo, I wouldn't imagine it's too difficult to memorize the tracks. There's only being a few of them. You gonna do it? Are you gonna beat the game? Look at that jump there. That sucks.
You laugh.
That's some NES Ninja Turtle shit right there.
That is.
Oh, you just run over it.
I'm taking a shit. I'm
Damn.
so mad. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, good. That guy regenerated. Just what I needed.
So how do the controls work? Do you just start running after a while?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't hold the B button or anything.
Mm-mm. You just hold down the directional button and it... You know, fuck it. I don't need it. I'm a strong man. I don't need a health thing. I'm gonna toxic masculinity my way out of this. No help needed, baby. All on my own. Blah!
Healthcare for none. Bam!
I'm gonna bootstraps my way out of this psycho world.
You don't have to be psycho to work here, but it helps.
See, they just try to just throw me straight to the death there.
Yep, landing you right in the lava.
What a mean game. Alright,
Now,
I should hand this over.
Design-wise, this seems like the worst game we've played so far, and yet I can't help but like this game still. Is there something wrong with me?
Yes,
I need to play it first.
You do. Try it out. Have a fun time.
Okay.
You get to start all the way from the beginning.
No, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are there stages, or...?
There's only one stage. The psychic world, baby.
There's only one stage, grief.
Jesus.
For buying a Game Gear.
Aww.
And someday we're gonna play Sonic 2 on Game Gear, and y'all are just gonna see how shit that is. That first boss. Literally impossible. Unless you memorize it.
Alright, so does anyone in chat know how to use these psychic powers that we're collecting? Because God knows I have yet to be able to figure it out, and I don't know if Danny will be able to.
Yeah, I'm thinking with my mind really hard, but nothing's catching on fire.
Mm-hmm. Hold down the jump button to bring up a weapon menu. Are you
Really?
fucking kidding me?
Well, hang on a second.
Yeah, get rid of that guy. That guy will generate you. Are you...
Okay, you have to hold A and push down. And then you keep holding A while you go through these things. Is this a healing thing?
I don't know what that was.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Alright, yeah, this is stronger. And it can be upgraded, look at that.
Oh.
Alright, time to make the big jump. Hey! Now we're on the way. We got this.
Feeling a little steamed.
Alex is pretty mad.
Also,
You should try some quiet steam.
I'm still thinking about that. Oh, by the way, on the VOD, Steam got muted, but not Kiss That Frog, so
Yep.
that horrible, horrible Crystal Pepsi sponsored song is available for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Why would... Okay, did Crystal Pepsi really hear the lyrics, "Come on, baby, get wet with me"? And they're like, oh yeah, this is great for Crystal Pepsi.
Oh yeah, we want this in our brand.
It was the Cola Wars, baby.
Mm-hmm. We were different people back then.
Oh, that was good.
Defined by the sodas we drank. Unlike now, when we're defined by the video games we play.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, cool Chimera.
Yeah.
Is a better weapon than this?
No, Quiet Steam did not get muted, and no, we wouldn't have been able to tell if it was either. You're right.
It's really quiet. Is this thing invincible to my weapon? I think it might be. Oh, it ate me. And I start over from the beginning. Alright, that's Psychic World
oh
for
my
Game
god,
Gear.
come on! Okay, you should not have to play anymore.
And we're gonna finish things up with one last game, Tails Adventure.
Ooh.
So we're heading back to our good friends at Aspect, who developed this. This is one of 2 Miles Tails Per Hour games for Game Gear, the other being Tails Sky Patrol. Oh, it's so crunchy. Here you go.
Okay.
That's Tails' house.
Alright, Tails, what's up? Okay, this game looks good. Got some cool flickies, big fan of that.
I agree, I would have liked Psychic World a lot better if I didn't start from the beginning every single time. Give me a break. Look out, Tails. Oh man,
Well,
look what you did. And behind this bullshit is...
Flicky?
the Flickies? No wait, that's a Dynamite Duck.
Oh shit.
Oh, plot twist. Alright, 1995, so a really late Game Gear game. This came out right when the PlayStation was getting ready to launch. You ever played this?
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay.
But not much.
It's pretty different.
Yeah, it's like, if I remember, it's kind of like a, It's a little adventure game, or am I thinking of something else?
A little bit. It's got kind of that Metroidvania-ish to it. It's one of those games where you return to old levels and open up new areas.
Also, I'm tossing bombs at the Dynamite Ducks. I'd heard a rumor or some speculation that this was originally a Dynamite Ducks game. That...
You know, that would make a lot of sense, considering you throw bombs. Also, Tails is really pokey in this game. Has none of the speed he had in Sonic 2.
I go a lot.
I like his walk cycle, though. He's just kind of ambling. Not a care in the world. Just toss those bombs everywhere. Uzi says this is the Wario Land to Sonic's Mario. You know, that's apt.
I actually agree.
It's similar, but distinctly different. Plus, Tails loves garlic.
There. Okay, that's good.
The opponent, that bothered me too. What the hell was with Tails' ring attack in Sonic 06? They could have picked anything to come from those bombs, and they chose rings. Yeah, that's not confusing. Oh, now I'm thinking about that game again.
Don't. It's not good.
This game is better than Sonic 06. Maybe you gotta break through that floor there, or hit down and jump. Toss a bomb on it. Huh.
Well, I don't know.
Rambler says, up and jump to fly. Hey, look at that. Oh, he's tired almost instantly.
Yeah, I don't blame him, so am I.
Just sick of all the bullshit, Sonic. People out there just subtweeting me, just getting trolled left and right.
No, not Tails, my precious angel.
Tails can't get trolled.
He was, famously.
Video Game King, that does look like a waterfall texture, doesn't it?
It does!
That's very space conscious of them.
Hi.
Do you get one ring taken away for every hit?
Maybe.
That's odd. A lot of things about this are odd.
Yeah, I have
Nope,
like
not
no
quite.
flying meter.
Yeah, you gotta get more fly power. So this kind of seems like Gargoyle's Quest 2 for NES, which had a similar thing where over the course of the game you get to be able to fly longer distances. I think that's what they're going for here. Maybe go left here?
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to go up. Because I can't go that. Oh!
Yeah.
Never mind, I'm a dumbass. Oh, but there's nothing here.
Oh, that leads back to where you were. Alright, this is another
Wait,
one
I
of those...
can fly up here. Hold on.
Another one of them mazy games that we don't really like all that much. But this does have personality.
Personality.
Foxes don't purr. Alright?
Okay, fine. I'm just saying you're being very unfair to Bubsy.
I'm always being unfair to Bubsy.
That's true. We're the unfair to Bubsy pals.
Otto as Otto says you can push the spring.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh.
Alright, so there's some environmental puzzles in this game. That's a little bit different for Sonic.
For Tails especially.
Yeah. I kind of wish Tails had become a more popular spin-off character, you know?
I agree. I'm a big fan of Tails. Love this.
Tails
love
is
this, love this little guy.
He's got 2 tails. It's better than one.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the best theme song in Sonic Adventure. What else do you need?
Nothing.
Did I mention the 2 tails?
He's got 2 of them, Danny.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Thinking outside the box. That's Tails.
There we go. Thank you for the advice.
Yeah, we got people in here who've actually played this game. Thank you. That's always helpful. Would have helped to have some...
it went away.
Would have helped to have some Psychic World fans. Oh, that sucks. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
You better get that jump right. Blab says Big the Cat actually has the best theme. Debatable. Debatable. I do like all the themes in that game a lot. Especially Big the Cat, because it's talking directly to the player. Hey, you did it!
Hey! I went through it. Oh no, this sounds like a boss.
Nope, just more bullshit.
Oh, I hate bullshit. I hate bullshit and bosses.
Do seem to be a lot of
Oh
ducks in this
shit,
game.
I died!
Tails is dead.
Well,
Tails gets dead.
Tails gets totally dead.
Let me try.
Yeah, you have a try.
Alright, I'm gonna give this a shot, and then we're gonna get to ranking. I'll start a new game.
Okay, Tails does have 2 buttholes, thanks.
That's just inferred, okay? It goes with the territory. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can make him run. Maybe you get a power-up later or something. Also, he's just instantly out of breath, this guy.
So when you get emeralds in this game, you get longer flight stamina and the ability to carry more rings.
Okay, that
This
makes
is
sense.
such an interesting game.
It is, yeah. It's a sped-down Sonic with some elements of character progression. And yeah, like I thought, it's pretty much Gargoyle's Quest 2. Boy, that's a fun game. We should play that.
We should.
I've been watching fellow Twitcher Cats on Your Head play that game. Wait, what?
He died.
Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Hold that motherfucking phone. You can scroll off the screen and die. That was an area where you can travel downward. And I scrolled too fast, and I died. Tails. Tails, you're my buddy. I owe you a lot, but that's some bullshit.
Tails lie.
Yeah, maybe Tails doesn't have a butthole. What's going on over there?
Yeah, I don't know. Chat
Fix
has...
it!
Alright, chat, we're gonna stop talking about buttholes, and we're gonna start talking about, let's see here.
Nope, can't think of anything else. Keep talking about buttholes.
No, this sucks.
You had your chance. Yeah, right here at the end of this passageway. If you go down too fast, you will die. So you gotta... Yeah, you gotta do that.
Alright, Danny, while you do this, I just got a text. I got the answer. I will be right back, folks.
Okay, see you in a bit. Come on, Tails.
You can do it, Tails.
It's just you and me, buddy. Alright, so what's y'all's favorite Tails moment? Mine is when he first reveals his flying machine in Sonic Adventure, and Sonic makes that really weird face. Actually, that's more about Sonic than Tails, so never mind. I just really like Sonic Adventure. So if you want to play this, and you don't have a Sega Game Gear, your options are... what? I think Sonic Gems Collection on GameCube has this? Or was that Sonic Mega Collection? I get those mixed up. One of them had all the Game Gear games. I think it was Gems, actually. That even had Tales of Sky Patrol, which, as far as I know, is a Japanese exclusive. And we weren't missing out on much, because that game is not great. It's just a auto-scrolling, side-scrolling, shooter? Except you don't shoot. It's a fly-em-up, is what it is. Oh, this is on 3DS Virtual Console. Oh, good pick. Yeah, there are a few Game Gear games that actually came out on 3DS Virtual Console. That's a Chaos Emerald? Oh, now I have 20 rings. And I can fly a little bit longer, maybe. Yeah, over on 3DS Virtual Console, they got this. They got a couple of the Sonic games. Maybe Sonic Chaos is in there. Maybe even Sonic Blast, now that I think about it. That's not a good one, don't get that. I also had GG Shinobi, I think. And not many others. They didn't do that for very long. Alright, it's time to face the Mecha Dynamite Ducks. Is this hurting him, or... tough. I did it. Good work, Tails. A remote robot? Tails gets robots? Can you use them? Alright, you made it through the forest, and now we get to see more lava. Great. Simon says GG Shinobi is great. Yeah, it's good. I played all the way through it on Virtual Console, actually. It's super great. I know that had Yuzo Koshiro music. Was it also by Ancient, his company? Or am I thinking of something else? Where's my robot? Give me a robot. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that! Oh, and you can recall him. Okay. Yeah, look at this. I wonder what the purpose of this is. Got a hammer now. It can survive lava! Tails made a lava-proof robot! I like the way he was standing on the edge there. Tails, you goofball. Oh, look at this. This game has a lot of weapons all of a sudden. Blab brings up the part from the comics when Tails gets beefy. I have seen such a thing. Alright, I think Alex is coming back. I'm gonna tell him about Beefy Tails.
Alright, what'd I miss?
Beefy Tails!
Oh no, did it come back? Did Buff Tails come back?
No, we were discussing our favorite Beefy Tails moments.
Okay. Where, like, Tails was beefy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, I have a hammer now.
Oh, cool!
Aw, and now I'm dead.
So you don't have a life, though.
Jeez.
Sorry. That's very mean to Tails. He's a very young boy, I should not tease him like that.
Surely you'll recall the moment in the comics where he became a big beef master.
Yes, Turbo Tails.
Good old Turbo Tails. Alright, I'm gonna try this one level one more time, and then... Not this level. Let me out of here.
Alright, let's see what chat is saying. Tails has 2 buff holes. Alright, well, I have to take another text, this time from the cops.
This conversation has clearly evolved. Look at this little guy. He's got a mallet now. And check this out. You didn't see this part. You got a robot that you can summon, and you can just take it anywhere.
Holy shit.
Also, it's volcano-proof, which is amazing.
That is incredible.
Tails is a scientific genius.
You know, he really is, and...
Unappreciated in his own time.
He's buff, he's got 2 tails, he's a scientific genius.
And he has a hammer. You don't want to fuck with this.
God, don't fuck with Tails.
It's your worst nightmare, an 8-year-old with a hammer.
Oh shit, actually, yes!
Yeah. Alright, yeah, this is a dead end.
People are showing off more Titan Tails.
What do you got there, Tails? A knife! I like this. It's pretty slow-paced, but it's deliberately so. It's actually trying something different than the other Sonic games. It's more of an explory vibe to it. You get all these different weapons and items to use.
That's good.
Yeah. That's pretty neat. Definitely an improvement from this developer's work on Sonic 2, which, once again, is a terrible game. I should have just played that anyway. This whole stream should have just been 2 hours of us trying to beat the first boss in Sonic 2. And failing. I don't really like the way you fly, but this isn't about what I like. It's about Tails. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts on Tails and this game? I actually agree with you. Now that I know that there's all these other things, I'm like, I need to give this game another shot, because that's pretty interesting.
It's pretty neat. And I have seen this game speedran at the GDQs. Yeah, the flying I just cannot come to grips with. I'm sure if I spent more time with this game, it would be more intuitive, but that's Tails' adventure. He went out on his own adventure, and he got killed in lava. That's Tails' adventure for the Sega Game Gear.
Agreed.
Alright, what Game Gear game has good music that I can put on for our rankings?
People are talking about Sonic 2 for the Game Gear.
It bad.
That was the only Game Gear game I'd ever played for a very long time. And I thought I was such a shitty person for not being able to get past the boss in stage 2.
It was impossible!
And now I feel so fucking vindicated. I just want to say. Alright, let me load up the list here.
Are there any Game Gear games with good music?
That's a good question.
Okay, Mega Man Game Gear has the worst music. Tasmania. None of these are good music to play during our rankings.
We like our audience.
We want people to watch this.
We don't want to harm anyone.
Sonic Chaos? Maybe. Let's see what the first level music of Sonic Chaos sounds like.
Okay, so apparently there's a version of Sonic where he is a cop in a different zone, and his name is Sonic.
What? Is that movie they've been talking about where he's friends with a cop, or is that something different?
I don't even know. There's a movie where he's friends with a cop.
Yeah, the new one that's coming out. Also, the cop is Jack Black.
Okay, first of all...
And Sonic is CG.
Okay, fair. So it's gonna be like that one fan movie then.
Exactly. It's gonna have the nostalgia critic in it. You're right.
It should. Alright.
Yeah, this is good judgment music. I can judge things to this.
Okay, there's the list.
God, Mega Man for Game Gear. Why? What god would let that happen?
Sorry, I was just thinking of the world around us, and I'm like, oh, big mood, Danny,
true.
big mood.
That's true.
Alright, so.
Alright, welcome to the judgment portion of Mascot Friday, where we judge everyone and everything. We judge them against the games we've already judged. Currently 150 strong, I think. Or 140. Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Anyway, a whole bunch of games we've ranked, and those that we've played tonight we are going to discuss and rank on our Big Master list. And you can be a part of the judging process by giving us an Angel Bubsy or a Devil Bubsy in chat, depending on whether these games are better or worse than Bubsy. So, let the judgment commence. We started off with your friend in mind, the Coca-Cola Kid.
Good old Cokie!
Good old Cokie.
Let me of course go to Bubsy, so...
So what do y'all think? Better or worse than Bubsy, the Coca-Cola Kid?
I'm saying better.
If it was up to me, yeah. I'd say pretty decently better.
You send the emoji by typing in, let's see, it's a Franker face, and it's RP Angel Bubsy. If you want, you can just put in an angel to an angel emoji, that's fine. Smeb's saying it's worse.
Smebs wants to send the Coca-Cola Kid to hell, but everyone else seems to like him.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Cokie. That's totally why he got that name, because he loves Coca-Cola.
Just loves it.
Yeah, we're getting some pretty good support for good old Cokie.
I'm mostly seeing Angel Bubsies, and I agree with that. So...
Okay, but how much better than Bubsy is he? Now, we also have to consider that we're ranking these games up against AAA console games, which isn't really fair to these Game Gear games, which typically had very small staffs, short development times, and generally it was kind of a miracle if these games turned out actually good.
Yeah.
So all those things we should take into consideration when ranking them against some stuff. So scroll up a little bit.
Okay.
It's better than Chuck Rock. It's better than Mr. Bones. It's better than Punky Skunk.
Okay, fair. It was pretty fun, and I had a really... You know, I think around the Wacky Races Claymates, I think this is the good area for it.
You think so?
Yeah, because it was fun, fast-paced, but there wasn't really much to it. But it was something I had a really good time with, and... Yeah.
I'm gonna say... I'm just throwing this out here. Below Chuck Rock 2. What do you think? I enjoyed Chuck Rock 2. Maybe that's just me, though.
Did you really like Coca-Cola Kid more than Toe Jam and Earl Panic on Funkatron?
Yeah.
Really?
Alex was giving me an inscrutable look there.
But I get it. No, I get
Apparently
it.
we disagree. What do y'all think? Better or worse than Chuck Rock 2?
Alright, let's check chat. Video Game King says better than Clockwork Knight 2. Elagro says that they would put Coca-Cola Kid in, like, around the Moonwalker, Cheeky Cheeky Boys, Global Gladiators range.
I'm seeing above Rolo to the Rescue,
Mm-hmm.
better than Skeleton Warriors. Alright, we're narrowing in on a range here.
Better than Funkatron, I'm seeing it. Maybe better than Rolo to the Rescue. Maybe, because it is like Rolo to the Rescue. Like, I liked Rolo because it was a fun, fast-paced, worked really well, simple game, but I think that Coca-Cola Kid also fits in that area, so...
Let's bump it up then. Better than Rolo to the Rescue, let's say.
Oh, damn. Right below Squirrel King, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Squirrel King was pretty damn good, especially for a pirate original, as they're called.
You know, I think that's fair.
I think so, too.
Okay, let's put Coca-Cola Kid in.
Good job, Koki. Ranking in at number 69. Nice.
Oh my god.
Hey, you saw the ending.
Jesus, Danny. That was Sega, right?
That was Sega and Aspect. Yeah.
Got it.
Alright, next up we played a game by the name of Tempo Jr. Now, here's a much more interesting thing. Tempo Jr., a much slower, more methodical, but definitely for kids game. Better or worse than Bubsy? Now, we love Tempo. Super Tempo is still in our top 30, maybe? Maybe
Yeah.
top 20. And though we haven't ranked original Tempo, that would rank pretty high as well. Game Gear Tempo, definitely the weakest of the trilogy as far as I'm concerned.
Good catch, Electric. Let me fix it. It's not Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, kid. Let's go.
Down in old Cocal. Cocal, California.
Alright, we've got...
Alright, people are pretty nice to Tempo. Tempo Jr., better than Bubsy.
Some folks want to put it around the Bubsy range. Let's see, I'll go...
Yeah, and in my opinion, it's more fun than Bubsy, but I wouldn't rank it that much higher.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that Bubsy is technically a competent game, and so is Tempo Jr.
Yeah,
Tempo Jr. is slower paced, you're not constantly getting killed. You have a very generous life bar, and so do the bosses, because they take fucking forever to beat.
Yeah, Taizo, a lot of folks are saying Tempo was kind of boring.
A little bit.
Yeah, it was pretty unambitious, too.
It was unambitious, but it wasn't infuriating, you know? I feel like that's a good game you could hand to a kid as their introduction to platforming, and that's kind of what Sega was intending.
Yeah, let's see. Taizo Hori says around the Pinot B range. Elaguro said around the
Bubsy range,
Let's be nice. I want to say better than Booger Man.
I think that's fair. I
Yeah.
actually do think it's better. I think it is better than Bubsy, just in presentation and a few other things, but I don't think it's that much better.
Yeah, I think so. Are we all in agreement?
Well, let's see. We got below. Yeah, we're basically between Kid Chameleon and Bubsy is where I'm seeing some agreement here, so.
Yeah, do it.
okay.
Put it in there.
Alright.
Yeah, the weakest tempo, even then, is still better than Bubsy.
Okay, let's put in Tempo Jr.
But it's not better than Bubsy 4.
Nothing is better than Bubsy 4. Well, that's not true. Super Mario World is.
Yeah. And Kirby
Alright.
Superstar, but nothing else.
Sega and Sims.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Alright, next on the docket is Psychic World.
Nope, the Lucky Dime Caper.
The Lucky Dime Caper, how did I forget?
You already forgot.
Oh, that was pretty interesting, aside from being fucking hard.
Here's the thing. I didn't mention this, but in setting up today's stream, I actually accidentally played the other Donald Duck game, Deep Duck Trouble. What I played of that was way better than what I played of Lucky Dime Caper. It felt like you got more hits, the gameplay had more of a flow to it. That hammer, it just kind of stops you in place when you use it in this game, and doesn't give you many hits, a lot of enemies, very specifically placed to hit you enemies. It just feels kind of dickishly designed, especially so early on in the game. I know there were more levels, but the first few that they gave you, there was just shit constantly spawning right in front of you. The hammer was hard to use. But, let's be fair. Better or worse than Bubsy?
Well, I'm seeing some mixed results, some Angel Bubsies and some Devil Bubsies.
Yeah, we may have been nice to Tempo, but in comparison, that Donald Duck game, I don't know, I didn't like it as much as Tempo.
I didn't either. I'd actually put it... Oh my god. I would put it...
Now, I still think it was pretty nice in other areas. It looked good. It played decently, though the other game did play better. If I were to rank it below Bubsy, I don't think it would rank too much lower.
And if we ranked it above Bubsy, I don't think it would be much higher either.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got Under Booger Man. It's just all... Lucky Dime Caper is just alright.
Alright, here's my suggestion. What do y'all think? Above Arrow the Acrobat.
I think that's fair, actually.
I do like Alex Kidd more. I know I'm saying this as an actual fan of Alex Kidd and the Enchanted Castle, but I do think that game has more to offer than the Donald Duck game.
Okay, I think this is fair. I'm thinking, let's see.
Taizo says below Psycho Fox, and Uzi says just below Alex Kidd, so...
Hey,
I
there
think
you
that's
go.
fair.
Right on the money.
Between Alex Kidd and Arrow sounds pretty fair.
Perfect.
So, this is...
The Lucky Dime Caper.
Lucky Dime Caper.
Starring Donald Duck.
Starring Donald Duck.
Starring Dimebag Darrell. Rest in peace. As far as I know, there's not a Dimebag Darrell platformer, though do let me know. Let me know if that's the case.
Alright. The Lucky Dime Caper starring Donald Duck. Alright, I'm actually pretty happy with that, too.
Mm-hmm. Now, Psychic World. Boy, that's a game that's a relic from another era.
I think Sonic died.
Yeah, Sonic just died right in front of my eyes. It was a time over. I didn't do it.
Oh, it's gonna start again.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
cool.
starting over, don't worry. Yeah, Psychic World. Definitely a game out of its time. Very obviously an MSX game. Though I felt it could have done a lot worse on Game Gear. It was still pretty playable. As long as you get all the health power-ups, it's fairly generous in terms of progression. But there were a lot of problems. And that depends on whether you're willing to look past those or not. So better or worse than Bubsy? Oh, I'm seeing some devils.
Mm-hmm.
There's some devils here. Dimebag Darrell was the cousin of the 8-bit guy? That can't be right. That guy who opens up Commodore 64s? I gotta look into this.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. Yeah, it's looking like Devil Bubsy is the zeitgeist of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying words. It's time for us to end this.
Yeah,
turn.
let's start wrapping this up.
I'm starting to say zeitgeist. Alright, Psychic World, yeah, let's say worse than Bubsy.
It's worse than Bubsy.
But it still has... it's just that charm that those old-ass MSX games have. You can't deny that. However, I still think it was probably worse than Lucky Dime Caper. And probably worse than... Trolls in Crazyland?
Okay, that's... Alright, okay.
Let's start from here. What do y'all think?
Well, 81 Rambler says better than Bravo Man, and Yaddle says perhaps around Yonoid, and Taizo says little worse than Psycho Fox, I should say, who is a Psychic Fox, and Citricola says it's neighbors with Psycho Fox in the Psycho Select Air section.
Alright, so people are being a little bit nicer than I was. Let's move it up to...
I think around the Bravo Man range is good, because Bravo Man's charm was also in its kind of...
True, that's true.
Lower aesthetic
so,
presentation.
How about above Our Real Monsters, then?
You know, I think that's fair.
Let's do it. We're doing what's right, we're doing what's fair. That's where it goes.
Alright, let's do that. Unless we have any objections from the audience.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Before we get
if you
married.
If you have some crucial element about Psychic World that needs to be known... I don't know, maybe someday we'll play the Master System version and see how the definitive version ranks. But here on Game Gear, I thought it was decent. Not a super great game, but if you're into those old-ass late 80s, early 90s Japanese PC games, you'll find something to like in it.
Hertz rental cars. Alright.
Hertz rental cars.
I'm just saying. Okay, so, Tails Adventure.
And finally, yeah, finishing strong with Tails Adventure. Better or worse than Bubsy? Come on, he's our friend. He's got 2 tails. 2!
2.
He's a mutant. And proud of it. You think Professor X tried to recruit Tails?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes,
he probably would.
Tails was too busy listening to... Tails had his gamer headset on, and he was too busy listening to Nightcore to get the call to join the X-Men.
Alright, I see Bubsy only has 1 butthole in comparison to Tails, so Tails wins.
Tails does win.
Pretty definitively better than Bubsy, but just how much better than Bubsy?
You know...
Why don't we rank him against the Coca-Cola Kid, since we're here?
Okay.
2 games developed by Aspect for the Game Gear, both having pretty different objectives in how to approach the source material.
I think it's better than Coca-Cola Kid, because
You
I
think
really
so?
like its ambition.
It's really ambitious, yeah. As we mentioned, it's the kind of game where you return to previous levels to try and find stuff using your new powers. You get new unlockable weapons. You get to be stronger, better, faster. The best Tails you can be. Yeah, I honestly liked what I played of it, and I'd like to see more of it.
Okay, we're having some division here. Blab says Koki's better. Citricola liked Koki more, but Rev Ragu says this is better than Koki. And yeah, it's general consensus though does seem to be that it should be ranked a little bit higher than Coca-Cola Kid.
Ambition don't mean shit. Coke gives you results. Strong words.
That is true.
Strong words, strong arguments for both sides here.
Yes, yes.
Coca-Cola Kid honestly had, I'm gonna say it, it had a better flow to the gameplay. It felt like there was always a sense of forward progression. You could go kicking through those phone booths and just beating up dudes while skating around at 100 miles an hour. While Tails, a character you'd expect to be fast, was instead kind of slow. And that was in service of the gameplay, which was more puzzly compared to other Sonic games. But if I were putting them side by side, I would have to go with Koki.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's just the way it is.
Wow.
Koki just edges out Tails just a little bit on the Sega Game Gear. Tails Adventure is still a good game, though, and where should we rank it?
I think it should be right below Coca-Cola Kid.
Would that be appropriate, you think?
Let's see.
Yeah, Simon, if Tails just moved a little bit faster, he's just a little too slow and clumsy in that game. Maybe we would have liked it better if it was instead a Dynamite Ducks game.
Honestly, I think if it was a Dynamite Ducks game, we wouldn't have expected... We wouldn't have been so surprised at the slow pace.
That's true. Be kind of easier to appreciate it on its own merits.
Well, I think I'm not seeing a lot of places where folks want us to place it below, but I think just below Koki is fair.
Let's do that. This is such an intense argument on both sides that, yeah, I don't think we can put them too far apart without making one side mad. We don't want to cause any unrest here. We don't want to cause any violence. We're just here to keep the peace and be fair to Tails.
Okay.
Tails Adventure. Actually, I think it's Adventures.
You're right.
And the weird part is that I don't think there's an apostrophe even.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just Tails Adventures. Or at least that's what the title screen said.
Well, I'm leaving it in because...
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay. And if someone gets mad at us, they can send it to... They can @ me on Twitter. And I will...
Send it to hell.
Send it to hell!
Well, there you go. The very first showing of the Sega Game Gear here on Mascot Friday. And it did pretty well. We played some genuinely neat games. I kind of want to play more Coca-Cola Kid now.
Same.
That wasn't everyone's cup of tea, especially some people liked Tails Adventure more, and really if either of those games look appealing to you, check them out. It's really easy to emulate Sega Game Gear games, and if you're looking for a physical copy of Tails Adventure, either do it on Game Gear or in Sonic Gems Collection for GameCube. There you go. Good games. Hell, play Psychic World. Those were all worthwhile in their own way.
Okay, got confirmation there's no apostrophe, so let me just...
Okay, good.
Let me just...
Confirmed. No apostrophe.
Confirmed, yes. Yeah, tail sensitive.
Exactly. Tails. You know what that means? It's the weekend now.
Oh, woo!
We made it to the weekend.
We fucking did it somehow.
I have a long weekend ahead of me because yesterday I actually recorded some voiceover that's been long, long overdue. Next week, Alex is going to start putting together the next episode of our new project, which is not PlayStation Year One. It could be a Chrono Gaming thing. Maybe. Possibly.
You are terrible at secrets, darling. We also thank you to Zotaku for the sub. We are at 46 to 50.
Oh,
here.
so close. We might hit it next week.
We may.
Nice. Thank you all so much for the subs,
Yes,
by the way.
thank you.
I much appreciate it. And I can't wait to play Sonic Adventure. It's going to be so good.
Oh, I'm excited.
Anyway, getting back to my point about having to work on video stuff, we are skipping our Monday stream. We'll be back on Wednesday with Action 52. Oh my god, it's actually happening. If you're a patron, or if you want to be a patron, go to patreon.com/retropals, pitch in $5 a month, and you can vote to tell us what you want to see next Wednesday. The choice Action 52 on NES or Genesis? Quite a choice.
Hey, honey, that is cursed.
Mm-hmm. A little bit cursed. NES, merely one of the worst games of all time, while the Genesis game, also awful, but not discussed as often, and pretty interesting in its own right. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what y'all pick, and I'm not looking forward to playing the games, but it should be fun to laugh at our pain anyway.
Oh yeah, y'all will have a good time as we just howl and suffer and
Exactly. Lots of howling. Thanks, Cool Coyote, for the bits. Much appreciated.
The weekend.
The weekend.
Is it true?
The weekend is really happening. Yeah, Mega CD Monday will come back eventually. That is a promise. It'll come back in a big way with some really awesome and really horrible Sega CD games, as is our tradition. But this week, we are gearing up for video production.
And there goes Sonic.
And there goes Sonic again. Standing in solidarity with Sonic as he slips off the screen.
Ah, yes.
Thank you all so very much for watching.
Yeah, we had a fun week here. This was good. I liked what we played. And now I'm going to get my ass to work and crank out a video for y'all sometime soon. So please look forward to it.
And we'll see you on Wednesday with some form of Action 52.
Yeah, there's action. Oh, there's action.
And there's going to be 52 actions.
52 actions all in one stream. My God. What a terrible idea. All right, y'all have a good weekend. We'll see you later.
See you, folks.